Alright, hello Awkward. My name is Ematix. I'll be doing the demo review for you today. And we're basically just going to go over the league match you wanted me to go over and pretty much see what you do right and what you do wrong. Then once it alt tabs in and start the demo, we'll go from there. So I believe you said you're an open, and I believe that's what I saw. So we're going to see a lot of things where you could probably take advantage of your opponents. And let's just see how well you do that and how well you don't do that, as well as some other little fundamentals of the game. Alright, pistol round, you buy armor. Let's see what kind of strat you guys are going to run. Okay, good. You have your pistol out right here because CTs can peek you while you're running down. Walking to make no noise, I like this. Arch smoke, I think. You're just holding. Alright, so this is, you're kind of aiming low. His head's going to be a little bit higher. You're aiming in like waist area. So put your crosshair a little bit higher. That's probably what you want to do. When you're posted up on a position, put your crosshair at headshot level. Also holding a little too wide. If they're going to walk out, you want your crosshair to be right there as soon as they pop out. So you guys smoke arch, teammate gets a kill, you explode. Okay, kind of checking all the necessary angles. Boom, site cleared, plant. Okay, so nothing too bad there except your position on your crosshair, as well as how kind of far you're holding from the wall, giving us time for yourself to react and kind of where they're going to be at once you are able to react to them, especially if they're like walking, right? You can kind of be closer, but if they're going to run out and you hear them running, you want to put your crosshair further away, kind of where you were at before. Okay, let's speed through this. You're just holding, good. Spamming the window to the right is also good here. That way you can kind of try to stop people from pushing down the hallway or doing some damage as they do push down the hallway. It's also a sound key for your guy hopping the window. He might be able to hear him if you tag them through the wall. Okay, you're not continuing here. As we can see on the mini map, they're all towards B. Clear out. So they're gonna be on a full eco. Should be another easy round for you guys. And just run in default again. Alright, so this is where the real action is going to come at. First gun round. Either it's going to go really well for you guys or we're going to go really poorly. Either way, we'll find out some information about how you play and kind of what your fundamental levels at against guns and your opponents of the same skill level. Again, your crosshair placement's really poor. You're aiming a little too low sometimes, especially when you're coming up the stairs, right? You want to aim a little bit higher. You don't want to be at the base of the stairs. You always want to adjust your crosshair for where they're head or where you think they're going to be posted at if they are, holding an angle. It's an okay flash. It goes against brackets. It might not blind some people because the little bracket indents might cover it. So just keep that in mind when you throw that flash. I don't know what you guys are doing. Overall, as a team, you guys look really lost right now. So this is not really looking good for you guys. And then you keep pulling out your knife because you're not sure where to go or run to. There's only 20 seconds left. This really isn't good. You don't have time to run. What the fuck were you guys doing? Holy shit, whoever's your IGL, that was atrocious calls by him. So one thing I want to see is like your aim battles, like how well you can spray, and how well like your trigger discipline is. Do you tap, burst, or spray, depending on what you see on the enemy? Since we haven't really seen you kill anyone yet so far. So I don't know what role you play, but to me it looks like you're kind of like a support, secondary, or third entry in. And playing really passive most of the time. I don't see you really being proactive on the map, and that might be just because of what your IGL is calling. And if he's calling like, play passive, let's see if we can work default, and then you're kind of supporting, right, your entry fragger and your secondary entry. And then, so you're not seeing a lot of action. And it's kind of based on your guys' default. It's kind of redundant, sending through towards apps. You got to be able to trade that there. So you should be trying to work up here. I guess if you guys are trying to take mid control, you have one guy boiler, you have one guy long haul, and then you push up mid, and then you smoke a side, or he smokes like right side, and you guys work and get brackets control. One thing you guys aren't doing is you guys aren't getting control, and because of that, you guys look really lost. I mean, you just smoked off boiler side, which you don't have to waste a smoke there because your teammate's in boiler, and he's already seeing what's porch, and no one's shooting at him, so that just tells me that porch is open, even without the mini-map or the X-ray. And so now you're in a really strong spot to cut off rotations, and your teammates get a pick. This is really good. Like, if you just stay here, they can plant for library, and you just tell them, hey, I have all of arches. Just fagging out where this last guy is on site. And so now you know he's a mini pit. He might have seen you, so this guy's kind of wary, this JLo kid. But you're doing a really good job of just holding down the arch side and making sure your teammate doesn't get flanked on site. And now you're just going to get timing tier, maybe? Nope. Oh, that guy just hit a really nutty shot. But, that wasn't bad. I would have said to play more to where the CTs buy their guns, that area, and kind of jiggle back and forth from there. And then once your teammate starts getting trouble, because the third guy maybe goes through mid to arch or something like that, that's when you start rotating back. Or you just stay in library, which is fine, and then just hold an angle. Post on like from library next to these like bookcases that we see on the screen here, and then looking into the archway, right? And kind of just take the gamble that, hey, this guy's not going to push library on me. And I mean, if he is going to push it, he's going to walk. But if you do hear him because he's running, then you just flip your crosshair to where he's going to be at, right? The next thing you could do as well if you don't want to play passive is usually the approach I take is being a little more proactive and either trying to kill this guy in mini pit or trying to kill one of the rotators off, because you want to try to even up the game and make it a 2v2 instead of having a 3v2 and letting them come and surround you and pinch you and hopefully cut you guys off from each other, which could have easily happened. And this guy was just able to hit a lucky shot in the arch or like a really good shot before you could even see him, and it just probably falls apart from here. Yeah. Okay, so it goes to a pause, and basically, I'll just reiterate what I said again. It's just try to make a play. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Is simplifying what I just said earlier. You try to make a play, even up the numbers, and then you can play a little more passive. Playing passive at the start's not bad, but you're basically playing not to lose instead of playing to win. Okay, so you guys are on an eco round. You guys have okay economy. You guys should be able to buy up next round with all this utility pot still. Let's see what kind of strat you guys run. Okay, so waterfall out. Nice. Good plant. Good nade. And so you just want to post up and jiggle peek, Moto. You got to be the first contact, and you do. Good job. Try not to stay behind the pillar too much. And it's just unlucky that guy he picks off your teammate and then gets you, right? You kind of want to bait them into your teammate that's hiding behind the little solo box right next to you. And so what you want to do is, jiggle peek, boom, let them know, hey, I was the guy that planted, I'm on site still, and then you want to try to run off and just try to take the battle with this guy lane, which is one way you can approach it in order to try to win this round. Getting the bomb down is good enough, but winning the round is even better. But what you did here is fine as well. But there's always there's kind of a better play you could have done. Okay, so let's go on to another gun round. You guys are down 4v3 or 4-2-3, I should say. And you guys are going back to an A default. So the one thing I don't like about your guys' default is you guys triple up apps, but it looks like this round you're not, which is good because it's kind of redundant to have 3 guys go to apps when 2 people max. 1 person could even take apps by themselves if they're good at it. But 2 people's fine, and then 3 people's just super redundant. And so this guy gets 2 kills. You just push through the smoke. I like this. You go back up your teammates. You know this guy's pit. Your teammate Jamin just runs in without waiting for you guys. You shouldn't be planning here. There's still a guy in pit. This is really risky and really bad. You should want to clear out this guy pit first before you plant. Because it's a 3-on-1 battle. You know the other 2 guys are rotating from B. And then you can make it a 3-on-2 battle instead of having it be a 3-on-3 retake for them. And now look at this, it's a 3-on-2 for them instead of being a 2-on-2. And so these little things are causing you guys to be at a disadvantage. It's a really bad whiff, but this is winnable for your teammate. It wins it. So that's a really that almost was a really bad round because that guy, that CT, was in pit. He's in a really strong position to retake the site, especially because you planted right there. He could have shot you if you just pushed. Smarter players will know when they're in the advantage and when they're not. And when you're planning, they know, hey, there's only 2 people that have guns right now. I might be able to make a play here, and he might try to make a play in pit if you were playing like at a higher division. So you guys are going back to an A default, which is fine. I usually run an A default pretty heavily too on my team. And you guys are getting apps control, strong. Kind of just posted on mid. It is really passive by you guys. It's already 45 seconds to the round. The only control you guys have right now is apps, and you guys had top banana and your guy died. But now you guys are doing an execute. Which isn't bad, because they were forced off because you killed the guy on B. Now you know the last guy's... The fuck? Okay, so you guys just pushed to the molly, taking unnecessary damage. This is definitely winnable for the CTs. If that guy you killed on site, says, hey, they ran through a Molotov, they're like all kind of lit. But, I mean, they're retaking with an op, so you should be fine. You're in a good post-plant spot, right? You let your teammate pit. You have 2 teammates pit, right? They should be taking contact on lane and on Moto for you, and then you can just hide in the corner and just swing out once they get contact. But the guys are saving, so we can end this here. Oh, so you should know there's at least 1 banana. Okay, you smoke it off. I like that smoke. Really good, really smart by you to just make them hesitant to push through that and keep pushing banana. They might just wait for that. And as we can see on the mini-map, right, they're stuck behind the smoke and the other guy's going all the way around. And so let's see your guys' post plants. 1 guy's graveyard, 1 guy's site, and you in mini pit, going to big pit. This is good. Your graveyard guys should be watching your apps, and you should be watching the lane. Getting on top of the bicycle is fine. Jump spotting is okay. Playing this corner is a little because it's really, really pre-aimed a lot. Good flash. Good clear. And it's like, okay, they're not pushing in. If they don't push in the next 10 seconds, your thought process should be, hey, they're going for exits to try to get more guns from us. Because they already have an op, they have an AK from your 2 teammates that died. Obviously, we see that guy has an M4, and they're just trying to hurt the economy. And so they did a pretty good job. They were able to hurt your guys' economy. And that wasn't like a bad, like, you know, force up round or buy round by them. Looks like they forced, or pistol armor maybe. So they did their job. They're hurting your economy. As we can see on the right side, right? You guys' economy looked really bad. You guys just won 3 rounds in a row. But because a lot of you guys died, you guys are really broke. Like, if you guys lose this round, you guys are going to have to save. So again, running that A default. The really good thing is, okay, I was just about to say they haven't really countered your guys' strat, but it looks like they did. They took a little proactive approach. And they might have smoked deep mid, or they peeked in from mid into ult and was able to pick off your teammate. Yeah, they did smoke it. And so one thing that's going to happen is you'll find teams that are able to counter your guys' default. And if you guys keep running the same default, and you guys run it like 10 rounds in a row now, it's going to get countered. So whoever your IGL is needs to really kind of change it up every once in a while. Alright, so we got a Moto smoke coming in. You guys just walk to get brackets control, because you know they gave it up. Good pick by your teammate. You get to go CT. You got a guy going up banana, you have your lurker and abs. And this is a really good call. This guy's now paranoid on CT. Boom. We nah. Gets 2 easy kills. You guys just really pinched them in. It was a really good quick take by you guys. A good adjustment. Being boosted here, you don't really need to be boosted here. You can go on top of first oranges and see over the smoke still. And when the smoke fades, you're kind of like in a... I mean, it's an off angle, right? No one's really going to expect this, but the same thing can be said about oranges. Oranges is more expected than this, but I mean, you just watch the same spot. And it's 3v1. You should be thinking to yourself, he's not going to go for this. He killed my teammate from like pit or wherever the fuck he was at on A site. And he knows there's 3 guys alive already on B. But if he did go for it and he was falling behind you guys, he might have killed you guys while you're trying to boost. Could have been real bad, but I highly doubt it. It's just something to keep in mind next time. Alright, let's go to the next round. They're saving here. So they wanted banana control, which they got. Kind of. They just probably just threw smoking something, and then you're just coming to help out, which is good. Now it looks like your IGL's calling to get a retake of banana or something, and you're gonna flash him in. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? Two v 2 situation. That smoke's fading. Good molly. Oh, I don't know about that nade though. That was not a... You can plant for oranges, yeah. Alright, sick. Now 2v2. It was 3v2, now it's a 2v2. This guy's really being proactive and moving around your teammate here. That's good because he's making plays so you guys can win, but it's also like that. It could be very bad. He could just hide after he gets those 2 kills. And you're in a good spot and you're able to trade him effectively. Like, he gets those 2 kills, right? 1 banana and then he kills the guy con. He could just stay con side or coffin side and then just play the bomb. That guy, you heard him, he had an op from CT spawn. If he's smart, he'd save it right away. As soon as his teammates died, he should run and save, but he pushes up. Now they don't have an op. And it's just they have to spend 4,700. Alright, Huinai, okay, making another aggressive play unnecessarily through a Molotov. Gets punished for it. You can't really trade him, so it's not your fault that you couldn't get a kill. Because there's smokes and shit there and he pushed through. see. You gotta be careful for maybe a mid push, because you have no one watching mid. You should have your gun out here. Like, what if there's a guy pushing through that, right? Like, he heard like 2 guys throw nades at B, 1 guy pushes in through mid. Your teammate's an apps, he's not really watching it. That's a bad molly, you can hide to the left there. Now you know he's balcony. Again, knife out. You're in enemy territory, you kind of want to keep your gun out as much as possible. If anything, a pistol, right? Bring out your Glock as you're running away. Because, like, that happens, right? We're in NA. A lot of people like to be like Stewie 2K and try to push through smokes and try to make plays. We do it in main. I've seen Premier players do it. Did it in IM and didn't open. So just gotta be, just be wary about that. Especially on Inferno, a lot of people are willing to take the risk to try to make a play through smokes, especially arch smoke. That's very, very likely someone can push through that. When I play rank G, people do it all the time. So that's why when I'm a support player in the back, I'm always trying to watch the flank as much as possible, letting my teammates and supporting them to let them entry in. And then once my, my 4th guy or my lurker comes back, I let him watch the flank and I go plant the bomb. Nice shot through your teammate, I like it. Gun. Alright, 3v2. One of your teammates is lit. Post plant is all what you're all about right now. I don't know why the windows do that on Inferno, but they do. You're in an okay spot. You have a teammate in mini pit, you have a teammate in big pit. They should be the ones getting contact first and letting you swing out wherever they get contact at if they push up close. Right? And so it looks like they're both going lane. Your guy big pit, right, should be spotting that. Hey, I see 1. Oh, I see 2. You should be turning around. You shouldn't cross like that. As soon as you hear them get close, there's no reason for you to wide peek that far to go behind default box. If anything, you crouch behind the middle sight box and you start looking towards lane because you don't want to be exposed to Moto if there is a guy there. Obviously, if your guy pit gets smoked off like he did, he calls, hey, there's 1 lane. I don't know where the second guy's at. They can push up on you, and then you start being wary of that. So you start holding an angle on lane instead of holding Moto, because your guy big pit should rotate around to mini pit with your other teammate, and they should kind of do like a bait setup there. And that's kind of how your teammate should have played it, and kind of how you should play it. Instead of trying to take the wide peek to clear out arch so your teammates know, you should have just held that angle. Because your teammates will distract them for you, and they might just run into your crosshair. And your teammate wins it, so which is really lucky, because that could have gone really, really bad. So there's a guy Boiler. That could have been the porch guy. It could be a guy Arch. You guys don't have an Arch smoke. You look at that flash, and you don't turn from it. Unlucky. Guy in Boiler. Nice. So this second guy could be anywhere. This is really bad. So you got to be holding his lane there. So in this situation, right, it's 2-on-4. Your teammates in that top right corner. Your teammate in the top right corner needs to be watching your arch, and you have to be peering through that gap between the box and the pillar to watch his lane and get first contact. Or you get on top of the box to the right. Not this one that we see on screen, but there's a box to the right there in the corner. The other corner where you get on top and you hold his lane, he holds your arch, and you guys basically have both entrances into the site. And you guys just got to win your battles. Here, you're kind of hiding. Your teammate, he's too focused because he hears him lane. He looks at lane, doesn't really look at Moto, arch side. He gets killed from both sides because they just pinch on him. And then you're stuck here not really looking at anything, and you get ran up on site. So that's a little better positioning here in the post plant. So 9-6 on Inferno is actually, standard for this map. It's really T-sided once players get used to playing T-side, because you can just literally just punish people for what they do on CT, and you can really just keep breaking their economy because you need a lot of nades to hold down CT side. So you guys are in a good little setup. You heard on brackets, teammates on porch. You're kind of holding the lane. He should be holding your arch. You saw 2 there at least. In sight. Boom, you see a lot. Call out 5, 4. Ooh, unlucky. You got the kill, which is cool. Your teammate needed to step up there and probably pick up another frag for you. But they were just rushing you, and you just gotta hit those shots next time if you want to try to keep contesting like that. Otherwise, just hide and let them run into your crosshair. Like, hug up against the wall. That's the best thing you could do if you're kind of scared of taking the battle, because, you know, there's 4 people there. You killed 1. Imagine, like, 4 other people there just looking at you. Like, you're probably not going to win that battle if you wide peek into them, right? And so you guys are going to, like, a full stave. This is something you don't see very often. Oh, okay. You guys are going for the little buy here, a little force buy. This is definitely, you don't see that much in main or Premier or Pro. The second round force buy, or third round force buy, I should say. And so this might catch your opponents off guard, which would be really sick. If I was an IG on the other team, I'd be like, did they full save or did they buy? Someone should have said full save, and I would have been like, okay, they can buy here. And then I'd probably just call standard default. But these guys are just rushing the B, and you guys might be able to kill them with your submachine guns and your FAMASs. Because if you look at it right, they have 4 submachine guns and 1 rifle. You have 2 rifles and 3 submachine guns. You actually have a better buy than them. As well as, you know, you guys have decent nades too, which is, I really like that. You guys prior towards some good nades. The smoke and the Molotovs is really good. And so I don't know about that smoke your teammate threw. That's a good smoke you used through, right? It just really stops them from pushing in. Your arch is open. Oh, never mind. You have a teammate there. He spots it. He spots, hey, they're going CT. Watch your split. Your teammate push banana. He shouldn't push by himself. You guys should push together on B. Teammate B that was coming back gets killed. And looks like you guys are going to lose this round. I suggest saving. I mean, as we can see, the 4 of them are lit. You guys could definitely win this. But if they hold good crossfires, they'll punish you for trying to retake this. But this team is open, so I doubt they'll have good crossfires. They'll probably just try to hunt frags. And so you guys are going for exits, which I like. It's rotating to be called like they're 4B. Teammate got a kill, pushing it down mid. Good spray, I distracted them, and your teammates on site are just cleaning up. So fast forward through this. Alright, good round. Those guys are just, their B take there was really shit. And because of that, they kind of got distracted by you spraying through the smoke, and then they forgot about the guys on site apparently, and the guys on site were just able to pick them off. Oh, peeking Mexico here, that's very risky. Peeking down mid from right side boiler, because someone could be Mexico posted up. Some guy could be like T-stairs with an op like we saw. If he was posted up earlier, you're probably dead there. So if you're going to peek mid, at least try to throw a deep flash, and then peek it and try to get info. But repeaking like that constantly is like a really bad way to really lose the advantage. Right? Because 4v5, you guys probably do like a 2-2 split, and then T's just have to group up. Okay, the T's are just waiting forever to execute. Sick, you see the smoke come down. Smoking off pit. Good mauling by your teammate. Flash hitting at your teammate, but it's whatever. Ooh, that's a lot of damage you did. So you guys were able to get the rotations over early because their B guy, if they even had one, towards the late round, didn't really make any noise to keep 2 there, and so you guys were just able to rotate over and have 4 people there and basically punish them. And so that was like a really shit take by them. They didn't try to do anything. They just tried to get brackets and then just kind of stayed there for like 30 seconds and then execute. Ooh, what a spray down by Nipsey. You know, being on top of Porch is good. Obviously, we saw it was like kind of like a forced buy by them, and it almost worked out. But good spot. You know, you repositioned after they figured out where you were at. You got Bendy Pit. You killed that one guy. You wide peeked out. The guy was just able to get you to the Molotov. It was just unlucky. Now let's go into a gun round here. They're gonna buy, and let's see what you do. Oh, you guys are already down 1. So I don't know how I feel with you jiggling with a nade out. I think having your gun out's your best bet, and then once you see them, take a shot and then throw your nade. Because I mean, like, if you see the tip of their head in apps, you throw that Molotov, they're just gonna run through it anyways, and you have to pull your gun. And but if you have your gun out, you shoot, that kind of scares them off, right? And then you throw the Molotov, they're kind of further back. Or maybe they're supposed to do the same thing, but at least you take a shot, you might be able to kill them. You hear him above you, you hear wood. That's an angle, by the way. Good shot. You know those guys on site, you just call 2 teammates, boom, easy round. Okay, they're on pistol armor. Should be an easy round for you guys. It's gonna go through fast. They rush B. Kill the guy there lurking. Okay, you peek all. You don't really see anything because that guy's in T-apps. Try to go for the pick down mid. Respectable. And now you are going towards Arch and you're going to stack 3 towards P. Or... Okay, I don't know what kind of read you guys are making here. But it's not a really good one. Like, sure, you didn't say anything alt, but that doesn't mean they weren't pushing T-apps, like that one guy's in T-apps. So this is like a really big gamble. That I would at least keep 3 towards B and then 2 towards A, holding Arch. But I mean, that guy's just punishing them for being shitty, so not bad. I suppose. Like, you hear him smoke mid, you should think to yourself, okay, they can already be up Arch. Smoke Moto. Oh, Bubber just a god to hold down the site, you know? Can't stop him. But we're coming to the last round. They're going to be on a 4th round. You should know they're going to have shit economy, or at least have it in the back of your head. Hey, they have bad economy. Let me try to go for a pick, which you do, right? Because, I mean, if they're going to run up with only rifles, punish them for it. Yeah, you guys are just beating them. All right. So this is the end of the demo review. So basically some things to highlight is just your crosshair placement, right? Try to be at head level as much as possible. Your distance from the wall, right? Because if they're going to run out, hold a wide angle. If they're going to walk out, like out of T apps or out of CT apps, just, hold it close because they're just going to walk in. You'll see their gun first. It'll prepare you to react. And then you'll see their head. Boom, you're already at head level. Just pop in the face as soon as they walk out. Your nade usage is okay, right? Maybe a little more work on when you want to throw your nades on CT side. Like, don't have your nade out right away. Have your gun out, take a shot, pop shot with the op, whatever. Try to scare him back, then throw your nade. Because once you throw that Molotov or a smoke in apps, they're going to have to either rush out or stay behind it, right? And so if he runs out, he's going to run out to the balcony, and then he'll jump down. The jump down will make a sound cue. That'll tell you, okay, he's on the ground level. This is where I want to put my crosshair. Once you throw that Molotov, you wait. Do you hear the sound cue? No. Okay, if you push through that smoke or Molotov, he's going to be on the balcony somewhere. So pray him from the left side and then bring it around the right side, and should be good to go. Right, but just have your nade out in the beginning. Gives him a chance to just run out and get good positioning, and he won't really be that scared. He knows that you have to recock your gun, and in that half second, if he's a good player, he'll try to jump and then go towards porch side and then get good positioning and try to get on the site. But I mean, you're playing against open players; they're not really going to take advantage of all this. But we want to prepare yourself for the next level, and just cut out these bad habits that you have now. That way, later down the line, it won't affect you when you play against better players. Okay, and so that's for the most part. Your guys' defaults on T side, is very, very static. You guys really don't shift it up too much, and you guys put a lot of players towards A apps. I don't know if you're the IGL, if someone else is, but later down the line, people are going to read that a lot easier. And once they figure out, like, hey, they just take apps, there's like 2 or 3 guys in there every time, we can literally just take banana control, or hey, we can literally push down mid because they're giving something up. When you guys are putting 3 guys towards one side of the map, the other team knows the other sides of the map are going to be a little bit weaker, and they can try to take advantage of that. Okay, but overall, I think you did okay. Not like you had some good rounds. It looks like this Na guy is probably your most aggressive player on your team, and that's gonna either make or break a team right there. Like, he's gonna win rounds by himself, or he's gonna lose them, because he might, if he's aggressive at the wrong times, he might just put you guys in disadvantage. Like peeking those guys on the T side, the guy Banana kills, and then he kills the guy Con, and then he just doesn't stay Con, right? Like, he doesn't like do a crossfire with you or get ready to trade you or something like that, right? Because he's in a very aggressive spot. Obviously, you're in a good spot to trade him, but again, that's just something that it might turn out to be something very bad down the line. Right now, it's fine. It's open players. You guys are playing against people that don't really know how the game works, the fundamentals they don't really have down, but just trying to get you guys better. All right. So this concludes the demo review. I hope you learned something from this. Hopefully, something I said really sparked something into you to work on your game and hopefully get these fundamentals down. Talk to you later.